good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Toronto, the forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Outlaw in at the point. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And here is VanVleet. To the paint. Outlaw with the bucket.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
VanVleet against DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. For three, Middleton. They get it back. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
It's still Raptors ball.
And it's the Raptors ball. All that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Here's Drummond. And it's sent back by Lopez. VanVleet against DiVincenzo. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And stolen by Drummond. Here is Outlaw. Defended by DiVincenzo. VanVleet outside. Drummond working against Lopez. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. He makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
Siakam looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
First team
Yeah,
down.
good job to take it right at the
At the line.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy
Taking
bucket.
2 shots.
Throw good. Siakam.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Feeds it to Lopez. The shot from the low post is good.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Here's VanVleet. Buries the 7-footer.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. To the inside. Here's Giannis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go. And there's the pass to Siakam. Over Giannis. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo, he's been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 28 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
The Raptors making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday surveying the floor. Noel against Leonard. To the middle. Here's Giannis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way. Everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Siakam against Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal.
2 minutes left in the first.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
For 3, Outlaw, and the Raptors miss again. Milwaukee in the lead. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's DiVincenzo. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Anthony comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Malik Monk in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Milwaukee, Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Leonard. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Robertson in for Drew Holiday.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside for Jackson. Back to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Here's Anthony. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we hear from Giannis, spelling out his key to staying confident.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media. That's it. Just spend time with your family, spend time with your teammate, and just come here and do your job. I think you don't second guess yourself. You just go out there and play hard and give everything with the team without thinking about nothing else.
Good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. Makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Antetokounmpo, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there at Robertson. And there's Jackson, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. Andre Drummond's checked in for Noel. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Raptors trail by 4. The drive by Anthony, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in.
Van Vliet.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
Excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, and you're going to get trips to the line.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. With the drive, DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range.
Can't happen. Sinks the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lopez passes to Jackson. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Robertson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Baseline jumper, and it's Drummond missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Milwaukee. He dishes it to Lopez. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. A three for DiVincenzo. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. The game now all-time. Van Vliet's got 7.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
The Raptors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Leonard, he's checked in for Justin Jackson. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
And the travel in the NBA just exhausting, Clark. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up, how many miles these players fly.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. And charter flights certainly help. But, man, I tell you, the season is 7 months long. And you're on planes probably 60% of that time. Whether you're going back and forth from a home road trip, whatever, it's a lot of wear and tear, but it is part of the business, and guys do learn how to adjust and be ready to do their jobs at a high level in spite of it.
Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 1:02 left in the first half. There's the drive. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Monk, the pass to Drummond. Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
They double-team Siakam. Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Monk. Siakam outside. Hands it from downtown. Siakam's got 11 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points last game. With 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
You know, Monk knows that he's got to get better defensively, and that time you could see him ramping up his intensity.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. It took them a little while to get going, but you love what they did in the second quarter, ending with a 2-point lead. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They've been knocking it down from three. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, the shooters have to lift it. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Van Vliet and Anunoby are your wingmen. Siakam is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Outlaw in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Van Vliet with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Lopez with the block. Pass to Holiday. Kicks it out to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Siakam. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Andre Drummond.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working, just a dogged offensive rebound.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Noel's checked in for Andre Drummond. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Siakam, the bounce pass. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Down low, and slam dunk by Noel.
And you can see that Noel has a very firm understanding of the game. I mean, knowing when to roll hard to the bucket after setting the pick.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Outside Holiday. Inside. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Boy, that is some kind of heads-up basketball from Holiday. He does not sleep on the wide-open man and found him perfect.
Toronto calls timeout. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam, and Anthony subbed in for Anunoby. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. Pass to Boucher. Noel against Antetokounmpo. There's the feed to Carmelo. Over Jackson. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Anthony defending. It's good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Passes it to Outlaw. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
On the drive, Giannis just did his stride and his strength. Make him hard to handle once he gets going.
Here is Outlaw, defended by DiVincenzo. Outlaw's shot is off. Bucks leading by 7. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Monk's checked in for the Raptors.
On the floor for your Raptors, Malik Monk.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Great positioning on the putback. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
You know, gifted with what seems to be a limitless reach. The Greek Freak can get to offensive rebounds that most others only think about getting to.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Milwaukee making a switch. Leonard's checked in. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Anthony with it. 6 points for him. Back to Monk. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The pass to Noel. Trying to find Monk and gets it to him. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Pass to Connaughton. Outside Leonard. Driving in. Banked in off the glass. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Anthony. The 17-footer goes down. Anthony's got 8 points.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Covered by Outlaw. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Andre Drummond's checked in for Nerlens Noel. OG Anunoby comes in for Anthony. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Monk. The free throw drops for Leonard. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Outlaw, guarded by Holiday. kept alive. Drummond, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And he drives in, takes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Al Boucher, he's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Bobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks ahead. They're up by 10. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Toronto. The ball, trailing by 10. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Holiday and Connaughton are the guards. Myers-Leonard is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. And here's Holiday. And there's the drive, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Some nasty handles from Holiday, leaving the defense shaking its head and all.
Toronto's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. To the inside. Here's Outlaw. And they call the foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
First team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Into the lane. And yes, it's good. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
To the paint. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Andre Drummond.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Outlaw, and Outlaw slams it in.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
All right, looking coming on the court. Come on, get loud.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last timeout, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Drummond. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here is Outlaw. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Holiday goes in. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 4.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Fires from 18. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers going out of the break.
I think Middleton wants to send a message with his dunk. I mean, when he's sprinting to the hole like that, you need to just get out of the way.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Siakam. Over Jackson. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Right side Jackson. 4 on the clock. Here's Connaughton. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been tricky, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Drew Holiday.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over Siakam. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Raptors trail by 4. Now, here's Siakam. And the rejection by Giannis.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Nice yet again. And it's Drummond missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Outlaw in the corner. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
To the wing right side. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo.
My goodness. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 3. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! And And that shot brings them to within just one.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Driving the lane. Yes!
Yes, DiVincenzo. What a gamer. Somebody who lives for these kind of big moments. Watch out.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's Drummond missing. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, if you want to get an idea of just how valuable Drew Holiday can be to a team, look at what the Bucks gave up to get him in 2020. A bunch of first-round picks and some pick swaps as well. And they're pleased that they got it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound, and he commits the intentional foul.
Pascal Siakam. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Brook Lopez. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the 3-point line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Giannis with it. Can't get it to fall. And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giannis. The team picked it up in the second half. What changed out there?
We were playing actually really competitive. We were playing hard, but I think in the third quarter, you know, when you start making shots, you even play harder defensively, and we were moving the ball really well, and we were just clicking as a team.
And you got...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool, but I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the... Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that work in. My auntie